My name is Dr. P.C. Patel. Today, I am presenting integration of biochar with compost or manure to improve soil health and crop yield. Feedstock for biochar in Alberta, crop residue, forest and mills residue, municipal solid waste, purpose-grown biomass crops, and based on this available feedstock for the biochar production, the carbon dioxide sequestration potential in Alberta is significant. So first we see what is biochar. So biochar is a carbon-rich material produced from organic waste, crop residues, wood manure through pyrolysis. Biochar improves soil fertility, water retention, and nutrient availability. Why use biochar? So biochar improves soil structure, it reduces greenhouse gas emission, and increases crop productivity sustainability. So on my right side, the production process of the biochar is given. So there are three methods: low pyrolysis, fast pyrolysis, and press pyrolysis. So in low pyrolysis, we are getting the more biochar as compared to fast pyrolysis. And here you can see the temperature ranges from 200, 300 degrees centigrade to 1200 degrees centigrades. So in fast pyrolysis, we are getting 12 to 15% weight of the biochar. So in 2009, I have prepared the biochar manually by using the simple method of biochar from the maize store, main corn store, and cluster bean store by using two cleans. So here you can see that settling of organic residue. It is thermal decomposition, and you can see the biochar formation. So myself, Dr. P.C. Patel on left side. So it is myself, and the laborers are working. So it is a biochar, you can see, prepare. And that work has been carried out at Agriculture Research Station and Agriculture University, Sansoli, District Kheda, Gujarat, India. So benefit of biochar compost mixture. We have observed in two experiments that alone biochar will not work. But when you combine with the chemical fertilizers or manure or compost, then the efficiency of the biochar has been increased. So here, corn store biochar at the rate of 10 metric ton per hectare, plus recommended use of fertilizers to the corn crops, we are getting 94.4 per quintal per hectare. Whereas in biochar alone, we are getting only 23.79 quintal per hectare with biochar alone, but absent of the recommended dose of fertilizer. Similarly, barley yield increased by 12%, 12 to 15%. The field trial has been conducted at Alberta. Then soil health boost, improve nutrient retention, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, and magnesium. So with the help of the improvement of nutrition retention, the plant growth is become healthy and there is more dry matter accumulation. So we are getting higher grain production. Then it is surprising to know that biochar can help to reduce heavy metal toxicity like cadmium in spinach. Then it is very interesting that there is a synergistic effect when we mix biochar along with the compost, and it enhances water retention, microbial activity, and crop resilience. Similarly, we observe the synergistic effect of the biochar with the chemical fertilizers while conducting the field trials on corn crop for dry matter production. And Another thing that crop resilience also we are observed. So effect of biochar compost and biochar compost addition on sorghum growth and yield in coastal soils. So you can see that A is a sorghum press biomass, then B sorghum dry biomass here, then C sorghum height, and D sorghum grain dry and grain number. Then CK soil without amendment. Here CK they have not given. Then BC soil amended with corn straw biochar at 1%. So you can see that in BC we are getting the higher press biomass yield. Similarly true for dry biomass also. Root shoot. Here also plant height is greater when we use soil amended with corn straw biochar at 1%. So soil amended with seaweed compost at 1% and BCSC soil amended with co-compost biochar and seaweed at 1%. Different small letters indicate a significant difference among the different treatment DM CT test. So compost production. So compost is made from organic waste like food, plant, and animal waste. This waste is discomposed by microorganisms under high temperature to create compost. So compost and biochar can be applied as soil amendment to provide environment benefit. So fighting climate change with biochar and compost. So biochar is made from plant or animal waste like wood, husk, and manure. These materials are heated under low oxygen condition to produce biochar. So when we are preparing the biochar using the pyrolysis method, then we have to supply low oxygen condition. And we have to heat it, the temperature 200, 300, depend upon the slow pyrolysis, then fast pyrolysis process. So you can see here the compost plus biochar, the best way to restore the soil. So biochar will work much better when mixed with compost first, and the two are allowed to sit together for 2 weeks before being added to your planting soil. So research has been carried out, and they found that compost plus biochar means indicated biochar with compost, then we are getting the higher plant growth, improve soil fertility, and increase the crop production. So compost plus 10% biochar. So you can see here. So it is a company ART at Pune. You can see the growth. Tomato plant with biochar plus compost. So here we are getting this significant response of the tomato plant in growth with biochar plus compost. So biochar amended compost trial in Glen Country, California in 2016. And during composting, biochar surfaces are coated with compost residue, resulting in increased functionally and nutrient loading. Composting with biochar can mitigate environment risk as well as avoid unfavorable emission associated with commercial composting and manure management operation, while producing a higher quality compost product with improved agronomic performance. So here we can see that more increment with the biochar plus compost as compared to biochar alone or fertilizer alone and control plot. So the results clearly indicate that biochar plus compost have greater increment of the average percentile increase in barley crops. So barley crop has been grown in North India as well as in the Canada in Alberta and other parts of the Canada. So biochar compost is a new option for soil improvement. So application in various problem soil. So problematic soil also improve with the help of the biochar plus compost. So they have conducted trial and then biochar compost has shown positive performance in remediation of both dry and saline soil by reducing the threat of soil water scarcity or high salinity and improve the consequent deterioration of soil condition. By combining different mechanism of biochar and compost to immobilize or remove contaminants, so heavy metal has been removed, biochar compost tend to perform better than biochar or compost alone in soil contaminated with heavy metals or organic pollutant. So, you know that in Alberta province, there is a wild, so soil has been deteriorated. So when we use the biochar along with the compost, then we can improve the contaminated soil with the heavy metals. When we compare with the biochar alone or compost alone, but integrated management of biochar plus compost better for the improved soil health as well as the improve the crop production. Similarly, Ajman and his co-worker 2024 from Malaysia reported that specifically the mixture of biochar and compost remarkably reduce bulk density and increase porosity and moisture content over individual treatment and control soil. Thus, the soil aggregate stability and soil aeration were improved effectively. So, you know that when the bulk density of the soil is increasing, then the porosity of the soil is increasing. And when the porosity is increasing, then there is a better growth as well as the better growth and multiplication of the microorganism. And we are knowing the microorganisms play important roles where the nutrients are immobiles and it make available to the plant with the help of the microorganism process. Similarly, Ayodhya AG et al. Co-worker applying biochar, compost, and mixture of both positively affected soil fungal communities co-occurrence network patterns in a single cropping season. So both their application as soil amendment may improve the soil fungi ecosystem, soil health and quality, and mitigate climate change. So at present day, it is highly necessary that we have to reduce the global warming or mitigate the climate change by using the soil amendments along with the biochar. So there is a positive results. So it not only increase the crop productivity, soil health, but it improve the soil fungi ecosystem in soil system. Then Mikajlo and his co-worker 2024 conducted trials, composted biochar and compost additive maintain a neutral soil pH. So soil pH is also not increasing. And in Alberta region, the soil is alkaline in nature. But when the farmers are using the biochar and compost or biochar plus manure, farmyard manure, then there is no problem of the increasing soil pH in the soil, because the soil of the Alberta regions having the alkaline soil pH, and when we are using the biochar alone, then there is increasing of the soil pH. But when we use the composted biochar along with the compost, then it maintains the neutral soil pH, and there is a positive effect on soil health and crop production. Microbial activity is also increasing. So biochar in combination with farmyard manure and vermicompost can enhance soil hydraulic conductivity, resulting in increased crop yield and maximum monetary returns under subtropical conditions. So such type of result also I observed at the tropical climate in Gujarat, India. So spinach growth in cadmium contaminated soil. So biochar compost make reduce cadmium with heavy metal is toxic and it improve the chlorophyll content. So I told that in Alberta, Canada, field trial has been conducted on barley and there is an increase, 12 to 15% yield increase. And the farm name Green Acres Biochar pilot near Lacombe, crops barley and canola. And they have applied 10 tons per hectare mixed with compost. So if the farmers of the Alberta using the 10 tons biochar along with the compost or farm yard manure, then definitely they have increased the crop productivity 12 to 15% in barley and canola crops. Then cattle pasture improvement. So cattle pasture, there 30% reduction in feed to faster growth, regrowth. So when we using the biochar plus manure slurry applied to grazing land, then they obtain the results that a faster grass regrowth, longer grazing season. So you know that in fodder crops, we are harvesting the cuts at a proper period. So regrowth is very important. So when they use the biochar plus manure slurry applied to grazing land, then there is a faster grass regrowth, longer grazing seasons, and animal get the feed for longer periods. So the contact person is Ryan Albert. So email has been given. So emulated product potential of AITF biochar on solenoid soils in Alberta. So biochar incorporated at 60 ton per hectare, where it is a control plot. So you can see the growth left side. Biochar treatment enhanced, it is wood crops. So oat is a fodder crops and it is grown in winter season, Rabi season. Early vigor, despite the unusually wet season in 2010, they have conducted trials in Alberta province. Then ability potential of AITF biochar on solid soils in Alberta. So biochar incorporated at 60 tons per hectare. It is a control. So on left side, you can see the growth as compared to the control plot. Then how to apply biochar compost? Recommended practices, optimal ratio, 5 to 10 metric ton biochar per hectare plus compost or farmyard manure. Application method, mix with manure compost before soil application. Apply during land preparation, avoid direct seed contact. Otherwise, there is a poor germination of the seeds. Then dose is sandy soil, higher biochar, 10 metric ton per hectare. Loamy soil, when the soil is a black soil and heavy clay and fertile soil, then we have to apply less biochar, 5 metric ton per hectare, along with the compost. Then environment and economic benefit, carbon sequestration, biochar lock carbon for centuries, reduce fertilizer dependence, cut cost by improving nutrient efficiency, heavy metal remediation, safe for polluted soils. So biochar compost is a win-win for farmers and the planet. So future research and innovation, ongoing studies, optimal biochar compost ratio for different crops, long-term soil health monitoring. So my name is Dr. P.C. Patel, and I got the awards by carrying out the innovation research in soil science, particularly biochar. So case studies and success stories corn production in Gujarat, India. So that work has been carried out during 2023 at Parul University, collaborated with the farmers. So base treatment is corn crop charcoal at the rate of 5 metric ton per hectare, plus farmyard manure at the rate of 10 metric ton per hectare. So result indicate that soil application of corn crop charcoal at the rate of 5 ton per hectare along with 10 ton farmyard manure per hectare produce significantly higher green forage, 704 quintal per hectare, and dry matter 157.2 quintal per hectare yield than 10 tons FIM alone, 100% recommended of fertilizer alone, and control treatment. So it is surprised to note that corn crop charcoal at the rate of 5 ton per hectare along with the 10 ton farmyard manure showed significantly higher green forage and dry matter as compared to alone FIM alone 10 ton or 100% recommended of fertilizer alone or control treatment. So the details have been given here. So we have taken 16 treatments. So I have mentioned this. So on the right side, their treatment is 9. So I told that it is a corn crop biochar at the rate of 5 ton per hectare, along with the 10 ton farmyard manure per hectare. So it is a 65 days growth of the corn crop. And that experiment has been conducted in Vadodara, Gujarat, India. So soil application of corn crop charcoal at the rate of 5 ton per hectare along with 10 ton farmyard manure per hectare. So I mentioned here 9 number photos, right side. So produce significantly higher green forage and dry matter yield as compared to I showed that alone farmyard manure or alone 100% recommended dose of fertilizers or control plot. So table has been given. So it is a 9 treatment, 5 ton corn crop charcoal plus 10 ton FIM per hectare. So I told that 704 quintal grain powder, dry matter 157.8, crude protein is also greater, CP content, then plant height also greater, 260, then number of leaves is also greater. So it is also presented to graphically. So it is a 9 treatment, 704. So it is 9 treatment, 5 ton corn cob charcoal plus 10 ton FIM. So charcoal means it is a biochar. And we have taken from the one factory of the Baroda, they produce the charcoal. So it is a byproduct of the factory. So effect of different charcoal and organic manure and inorganic green forage diameter full protein. So I told that I got the awards, innovation award in soil science given by the Gujarat Natural Farming Science University and IMTU. My name, Dr. Praveen Chandra Chatulpat, for outstanding contribution in the field of soil science, 24, 25, and 26 December 2023. So farmers small-scale trials, they have to conduct. If the farmers of the Alberta province and they have interest to conduct the trials on the charcoal or biochar, along with the compost or farmyard manure or chemical fertilizer, then they may contact me. Students also encourage, and they have any query, then they can ask me. So research paper linked to studies. So I have Pandey and his co-worker 2024. So they reported that synergetic benefits of biochar and compost on soil and spinach growth. So by adopting biochar and compost as organic amendment, farmer can promote healthier soil, higher crop yield, and reduce reliance on chemical fertilizers, all while addressing the environmental challenge of heavy metal contamination. So we have observed that due to continuous use of the chemical fertilizers, pesticides, now the soil become degraded, and it is not only in India, but in many countries, the soil is degraded and the crop productivity has been declined by using the huge quantity of the chemical fertilizer and pesticide and fungicide. So research paper linked to studies. So Joe and his coworker 2023. So they have conducted the meta-analysis. So they found that overall the finding of these studies are significant in providing data support and technical guidance for the application of biochar amended compost in agriculture production. So they have given biochar amended application significantly decrease the bioavailability of cadmium, that is heavy metal, 58.3%, lead 50.1%, and zinc 87.3. So it is a heavy metal, the soil become polluted. But when we are adding the biochar amended compost, then soil become improved. Then recommended rate of the biochar amended compost application for improving the plant productivity was found to be between 10 and 20 ton per hectare. So it is presented here to graphically present. So applying biochar for regenerative agriculture. So I have seen the Alberta University, they have conducted and doing the research, and they observed that they are applying the biochar for regenerative agriculture. So I have seen that in Gujarat, uh, one university has been started, Natural Farming Science University, and it is the first university in India. So natural farming also similar to regenerative agriculture, and in that case, the farmers would not have to use any manures, but they have to follow the cover cropping, then minimum tillage, then crop diversification, then crop rotation, then crop residue management, and thereby they have not add more input in soils. So it is also known as zero farming systems. And now the farmers are realized in India, and now they adopt the natural farming system, particularly in Gujarat, in Assam and Sikkim, and many parts of the country in India. So field trials and field monitoring soil greenhouse gas emission from a biochar field site in northern NSW field trials with 0 and 10 ton per acre poultry biochar. So here you can see that poultry biochar also found significantly better growth and production. Then first year trial of biochar showed 16% higher grassland yield biochar today. So it is given in biochar today. So when we are apply the biochar alone also give the 16% higher grassland yield. And I told that when the growth of the grasses is increasing and regrowth is also increasing, then we are more harvest of the grassland and we supply more feed to the animals and we are getting the more milk production and we cut off the feeding expenditure of the animals and the farmers get more profit. So healthy soil, healthy crop, happy farmers. So biojar compost application on Loeffler farm. So it is a green growth, it is a black soil, very fertile soil. It has more clay particle. Then blue color shows the water retention. So it is a soil color map. Then nitrogen, we know that it is a grow element, green foliage, grow cluster. Then phosphorus, energetic element, root development, root set, it is responsible. Then potassium, healthy element, or it is a quality nutrient, boost flowers, ripen the fruits. So Nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium NPK ratio is also important. So you know that in India, when there is a cereal crops, then the recommended dose is 2:1:1 or 2:1:0. 2 means suppose you take the rice crop, then 100 kg nitrogen, then 50 kg phosphorus. But when there is legume crop, pulses crop, or oilseed crops, then the ratio is 1:2:1. Means suppose you take the groundnut crop, then 25 kg nitrogen and 50 kg phosphorus. And nitrogen is required for the initial growth. Then afterwards, the plant themselves fix the nitrogen from the atmosphere, so there is no need of the nitrogen. So resource and further learning. So YouTube channel I have prepared. So soil health tutorials, if anybody wants for the improving the soil health. So it is my channel. So it is a QR code of my YouTube channel. Then my popular YouTube channel on biochar, charcoal links. So there are 10 YouTube I have published in my YouTube channel. So if anybody has interest, then they can see. And if they have any question, they can ask me. So this presentation will educate and inspire farmers and students to adopt sustainable practices. So sustainable practices is very important. So thank you and welcome again.